Ask ASC, brought to you by the Alberta Securities Commission.
It's one of the most important things often overlooked when it comes to investing, checking the registration of a professional advisor. Hillary McMeekin with the Alberta Securities Commission joins us this morning with advice on working with legitimate investment professionals. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, happy to have you here. Really interesting topic. Tell me why checking registration is so important.
Thanks for asking the question. And I think it's just so important. This is like the best kept secret, really. Most people don't realize that anyone selling an investment to you or a platform that you're trying to invest on needs to be registered with a securities commission like the ASC or another one across the country. And it's required by law because it shows that the person you're working with it not only has the experience and the right background, they're qualified, they're monitored, and it's really easy. I mean, we'll talk about this in a moment, but it's really easy to check their registration. It's just what's most important is that you do take that step to make sure that before you give your money to anybody, you check to make sure they're registered.
Yeah, so let's talk about that easy process about how Albertans can protect themselves.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, checkfirst.ca is our website. It's available. It's got unbiased and free resources on it. And that's where you can go to check the registration of anybody that you're talking to. There's an actual button that says check registration. So it really is straightforward. And the reason you do this is because you can, A, make sure that they're registered, but also see if they've had any misconduct or if there's been any issues in their past. And it doesn't mean that happens a great deal, but you want to be informed. And we've recently had some instances, which you can see on our screen. We had a case that was a decision just came out a few weeks ago where an individual raised $150 million over the course of 3 years, and he was not registered to do so. So that means people gave $150 million of their hard-earned savings to him, and he wasn't registered. And this happens all the time because most people don't know this. That's why we're here. And fraudsters they're super slick. They know how to sell us, and they're going to make it sound like they don't need to be registered, which is why it's so important that we all know that they need to be.
For sure, and that kind of opens us up to this next question, just about what can happen if you don't check this registration.
Well, I mean, we talked about that case. Unfortunately, fraudsters, like I said, we are all good people trying to do the best with our money, right? Trying to grow our wealth so that we can retire or we could do whatever it is we're trying to achieve. And really, fraudsters are unfortunately out there, and they would love nothing more than to take our money away from us. So let's protect ourselves. Let's protect our loved ones. Anytime, if you see this segment or you see a Check First, ad or something like that, go onto the website so that you know where it is and you can show it to anyone that you know, and you can say, make sure, have you checked? Is this person registered before you give your money to them?
Really informative segment. Thanks so much, Hillary.
Thank you.
And of course, if you'd like more details, head to checkfirst.ca.
Ask ASC, brought to you by the Alberta Securities Commission. Visit checkfirst.ca/ask.